Alright, let's try this again, this time with my camera up. I just wanted to take a second to actually set it up, so rather than do that thing where I do all of the camera setup on stream, like I'm in way too much of the habit of doing. That said, wait, no, let's also, we gotta get at least one of these little guys in visible range. Yeah, let's just get them all visible. Ah, why are you doing that, camera? And then shrunk my camera. Let me see if I can get myself a little. Eesh. So yes, as usual, the sepia-toned camera with the ditchling buddies. Boop. And bah. Maybe we don't need the far right ditchling buddy. Sorry. Sacrifices need to be made for stream functionality. Still an awkward, it makes it an awkwardly angled video, but I mean, or I could be a little bit creepy and do like half its face. Makes me feel a little more centered without feeling like I'm gonna be totally unable to, I'm gonna be totally blocking the text. Alright, now let's actually try starting. I can mess around more with my camera if I don't like where it lands. But yes, anyway, so as it says in the title, this is part 3 of the Good Cousin run. And by the way, regarding Scarlet Hollow, I do have a plan after I finished this run to do one more set of like the sort of finalized canon runs for all of my 3 variants. So, and I'm gonna change up some of the skills so that I have at least, you know, so I'm covering 6 different skills. All in anticipation of Chapter 4 coming out in October, which I'm really excited about. So I've got the Thembo run. I'm going to change the name from, since I'm doing so many runs, I don't really want to name any of them Pengu, so I'm going to change that one's name to Quinn, probably. And then that's going to be, of course, Hot and Powerful build. And then I'm gonna run back through Silent Max, because he's my Mystic Talk to Animals, and I heard that there's changes to Mystic. And then there is Good Cousin Rowan, which is the one we're playing now, who currently has Powerful Build in Kenai because I wanted to see the changes to Powerful Build, but for the finalized canon run, I'm gonna probably do Kenai Smart and Street Smarts. So the only one I will not be representing is Book Smarts, but my fellow streamer Tapao has multiple runs where the character has Book Smarts, so watch her streams. And I'm still debating, I may or may not actually stream the Karen run. Oh, fair enough, Box Puppy, thanks for the tip on deleting old saves. One thing I'm gonna do is so I don't mind having some older saves, but I am gonna set like each of these tabs as one character, I think. And then any older saves I want to keep, I'll shove to the back. So I'm gonna rearrange all of my save files eventually, but for now, this is just all of the places where I have stopped along the Good Cousin run so far. So we stopped right after the questioning some miners and like coal miners, and I stopped right where I first caught sight of Rosalina. So that is where we will be picking up. Apologies for that long intro, but now we shall get to it. As you leave Tabitha's office, you take a moment to get your bearings, only to be interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Stella. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Kanika. Wait, really? What is she doing here? I'm gonna say, clearly she's doing a delinquency. Kanika. I mean, yeah, but what kind of delinquency? Stella. Only one way to find out. Let's go after her. You rush over the hill and get your bearings, the sounds of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. Kanika. She didn't. Stella. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. Kanika. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Okay, Box Puppy, most of my runs have. Booksmart, because I don't like leaving the ghost there. Oh, yeah, that's true. And Tabby making the sacrifice always makes me scream. Yeah, oh, I made a friend I played it for Scream too. Yeah, so I think where I'm going with that is in the powerful build, in the Thembo run, my Thembo is going to do the sacrifice, because it kind of makes sense for somewhat, you know, the himbo energy is like, I'm gonna do the good thing. I don't know, it tracks to me. I mean, it's, you know, character just, for Max, it was easiest to just leave the ghost alone. And oh no, the good cousin run. Tabby's probably gonna sacrifice herself, isn't she? Oof. I mean, because she's definitely gonna like me enough to do it. Well, guess we'll see how chapter 3 goes when I get there. I sincerely hope nobody is watching this as their first time watching this chapter. Anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna do the powerful build option. Cool, it's been ages since I've had the chance to get some good spelunking in. Just because I like picking the option for one of the skills if I have it. Kanika. Well, at least we'll have a good guide down there in case things go south. Ooh, Kanika is blushy! My attempts to be a good cousin and romance Kanika seem to actually be going well, so far. Stella. Whoa, you sure you want to tag along, Neeks? Rowan and I can handle this on our own. Kanika. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Oh, Gretchen's little face! Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Oh, I'm gonna call Tabitha. I'm gonna call the heck out of Tabitha. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. Tabitha. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. Kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. Tabitha. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there just as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. Yeah, I'll go with, no need to get snarky. I'll wait. Tabitha. Good. Tabitha hangs up on you. Wait for Tabitha. You find a tree to lean against and wait for your cousin. Stella and Kanika will probably be fine without you. You stand outside the mines, anxiously eyeing the tree line, hoping not to glimpse any inhuman movements. Tabitha. Huh, you actually waited for me. I don't know what to say. Okay, so there's a lot of good options here. I mean, yeah, of course, why wouldn't I have waited is a good one, but I'm kind of here for, oh yeah, it's cousin bonding time. I know that's not really her style, but it clearly illustrates my intent to be friendly with her. No, I feel like... Yeah, no, okay, fine. Got indecisive there. I'm gonna go with yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I have waited? Tabitha. Do I need to explain that to you? You haven't exactly been reliable since you've gotten here. Come on, let's get this over with. I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended. You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way. Tabitha huffs her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. You follow her and enter the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expect, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Powerful build. This is a rare place where your well-muscled frame feels like it might be more of a hindrance than a help. Tabitha. Do you know why the entrance to this place was boarded up? Because there was a collapse 100 years ago that killed a bunch of people? Tabitha. 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined our family. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. I can't say I blame them. I'm gonna go with the keen eye option here. You've spent a lot of time thinking about this place, haven't you? Tabitha. I have. There are still bodies down here that were never recovered. 168 people climbed down to their deaths that day, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we will have to pay until our debt is due. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. What the hell was that? Tabitha. Probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban from my property. Come on, it came from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. You take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument. Disdainful teenage girl. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. Defensive teen girl. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. Kanika. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Stella. Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. Disdainful teen girl. We're not kids. Chill teen boy. Yeah, we're teens. Kanika. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Oh no. I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Miles. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Tabitha. Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague. Yeah, I'm gonna go. What's the deal with you and Kanika? Tabitha. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her, aside from the fact that she's always hated me. Oh, nice. Sorry, Bucks Puppy, I just saw your chat. I can't wait to share the chaos of the group play when what we have so far gets uploaded. Yeah, I look forward to that. Definitely post it in the Discord, because I think that will be really fun to watch. Anyway. Yeah. Tabitha. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together, but that was years ago, so who knows? What do you think of Kanika? Tabitha. I think the two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. I respect her, but don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak. Yeah, I'm gonna just tell Tabitha. She thinks you're exploiting your workers. Tabitha. I'm not trying to exploit anyone. I'm just doing the best I can. It's not my fault that sometimes I have to make cuts. It's not my fault that some people just aren't cut out for the job. I've given up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter. Alright, let's move on. They're close. Okay, that was me saying that. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. Within, a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. Hoodie girl. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. Plaid girl. Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand. Becca. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Tabitha. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning. Becca. What? Beanie Boy. Oh shit. Stella. Oh hey Tabby. Hey Rowan, we thought we'd lost you there. Kanika. Did you run off to snitch to Tabitha? Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best. These kids are refusing to listen to us. Becca. Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here. Alexis. Yeah, we can hear you. Becca. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. Tabitha. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Beanie Boy. Aw, come on. This place is way sturdy. Check it out. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Stella. Oh, was that the knocking we heard earlier? Becca. Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Alexis. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill. And smart, too. Tabitha. Enough. The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of this people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. Kanika. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Stella. Come on, you guys. Maybe it's not such a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation, what with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? Tabitha. I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mines not a clear enough message for you? Aw, that smirk on Stella's face. She sees what Alexa is putting down when it comes to Rosalina. Aw, yeah, oh my gosh, I never noticed that, but I absolutely believe that. I think you're totally right. Stella looks at that and she's like, aw, Alexis and Rosalie. I see exactly what's going on there. Oh, whoops. I just hit, Becca. Hell yeah, Tabitha! Tear the sad 20-something to shreds! Stella. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Becca. Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Tabitha. So she's sad, so what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Becca. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Alexis. Yeah, tell him about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. Zane. They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. Becca. No, it isn't, Zane. Alexis. Rosalina deserves better. Tabitha. I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Yeah, Fox Puppy, 100%. I've always read that as Tabby defending Stella. Like, excuse you, you don't get to call Stella sad. And it's a very Tabby way of cutting down the argument. Not the argument, but the... Do you want to make a cutting remark to someone I care about? Well, I can cut right back. Kanika. Tabitha! Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. Rosalina. He thinks our house is haunted. Kanika. Oh. Stella. Wait, what? Tabitha. And I should care because... Becca. Because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Zayn. Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, like, bullying or something? Becca. Shut up, Zayn. Stella. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. Rosalina. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's going on. What's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. Tabitha. Ugh. You're all children and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Becca. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. Alexis. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know? Becca. I rest my case. Yeah, also, I feel like I need to call that out every time it happens. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with sleeping with stuffed animals or loving your stuffed animals well into adulthood. Look at my new friend. Speaking of, I mean, it's a little hard to, the sepia tone means you can only kind of see the color, but it's a new Squishable that I got, and it's so cute. And then also this other Squishable, which is also a new Squishable I got, which is a cute little axolotl. So yeah, ain't nothing wrong with stuffed animals. Owning them, sleeping with them, etc. But Becca is a, insecure teenage girl trying to seem really cool. Trying to seem like the one who's too cool. So of course she'd criticize them. Becca, I rest my case. Zayn, wait, what did you say about child labor? Yeah, okay, so I do like that I'm not going to weigh in on this option, but I also do like, how do you know there isn't a ghost? Nah, okay, I'll go with the top one. I'm not going to weigh in on this. This is between you and your dad, and the two of you should talk about it anywhere that isn't here. Tabitha. I couldn't agree more. Zayn. Yeah, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and, like, ghostbust it or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Tabitha. Whatever gets you delinquents out of my mind. Becca. Oh my god, Zayn, you can't ghostbust if there is no ghost. Miles. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. Stella. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, well, problem solved. Alexis. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghostbusts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Becca. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There's no ghost. Tabitha. I don't care, and I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. Kanika. You hear that, Miles? we're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Zane. That wasn't me, I swear. Kanika. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? Stella. It's the Tommy knockers, for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. Tabitha and Kanika at the same time. Stella. Stella. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Kanika. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? Tabitha. I want you out of here, Stella. Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. You can come along too. Zane. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Tabitha. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Kanika. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. Stella. It'll be fun, Neeks. Kanika. It will not. Kenai. You hear something over the sound of Stella pleading with Kanika and Tabitha. Something like shuffling of feet on stone and whispering of mischievous teens. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. Oh my gosh, no. I would never do that. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, Rosalina, what are you doing? Rosalina. I don't know. What am I doing? Kanika. Wait, what? Rosalina, don't go in there! Becca and Alexis, stop trying to get us all killed! Rosalina. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna hang back. Becca. Ugh, I knew you weren't cool enough to hang out with us, Rosalina. Come on, Alexis. We'll have more fun without her. I do love the Becca's little, like, mischievous face peeping up there. It's, I don't know, I think it's kind of cute, even though she's kind of awful. Yeah, no, I really like Kenai for the, obviously Kenai is the, horrible choice avoiding skill for this chapter, so we will get a much better ending by way of convincing Rosalina not to go with them. Alexis. Oh, alright. Kanika. Are you kidding me? Rosalina, what were you thinking? What were they thinking? Rosalina. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Tabitha. Unbelievable. Miles. Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Tabitha. Ugh, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Rosalina. Yeah. Stella. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Tabitha. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I am literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess, but no, there just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Zane. Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago? Tabitha. I was trying to get you to leave my mine. Becca shouts back from the other end of the tunnel. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here 1,000,000 times. Alexis. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Also, sorry, Rosalina. I'll see you tomorrow. Becca. Whatever. Come on, Alexis. I know a cool spot this way. Tabitha. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Kanika. Are those really your priorities right now? Tabitha. Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mine. Except for you, Rowan. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Zane. Yeah, sure. I could never fit in that tunnel anyway. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Miles. Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. Tabitha. What about you, girl? Rosalina. Silence. Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Maybe I could help you get Becca and Alexis to leave. Tabitha. Don't make me ask you twice! Kanika. They'll be fine, Rosalina. I think your dad would kill me if we let you stay down here any longer. Rosalina. Okay. Can I at least wait outside? Kanika. Yeah, we can wait outside together. Stella. Aw, Stella's puppy dog eyes. I love Stella's puppy dog eyes. Tabitha. No, you are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Stella. Aw, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Tabitha sighs. Tabitha. Ugh, there is no getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing. I love Stella's little wink here. Oh my gosh. That is adorable. She totally used puppy dog eyes on Tabitha. It was super effective, and she darn well knows it. Yeah, you know what? I want to encourage the Tabitha-Stella romance, so I'm gonna actually call out Tabitha here. Because I don't... Yeah, no, let me see. What's the point of going after them? They don't want to listen to us. I certainly am not going to say that. We could just all leave. I'm also not going to say that, because I'm going after these kids. Do I have to come with you? I have no problem. I feel like this character has no particular issue with coming along. There's Stella, don't push Tabitha's boundaries like that, but I actually think it's kind of good for Stella to be trying to still interact with Tabby. And I know I am, like, supposed to be doing the good cousin run, but I think it is being a good cousin to say, Tabitha, don't push Stella away like that. She hasn't done anything to deserve it. Oh, I made them both a little uncomfortable, though. It always reminds me of that one scene in Disney's Tarzan where he gives Turk the puppy eyes. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's classic puppy dog eyes. But yeah, basically, I chose that option and I'm sticking to it. I think it is the best thing for both of them to be like, Tabby, stop pushing Stella away. So, and I like being able to say that to her, so I'm gonna do it even though it made both of them make those faces. Tabitha. Ugh, not you too. I said she could tag along, didn't I? What's the big deal? Stella. It's alright, Rowan. Tabby's just a bit of a curmudgeon. Tabitha. Humph. Alright, let's do this. Tabitha. Sure. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Kanika. Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Stella. Yeah, it's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. Kanika. I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully soon. Stella. For sure. We won't be long. Zane. Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Rosalina. Tell Alexis I'm sorry. Kanika, Miles, Zane, and Rosalina head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teams. Tabitha. Alright, no dawdling. We should still be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Venture deeper into the mine. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Alexis. But, Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? Becca. We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Stella. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. Becca. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Tabitha smirks. Stella. Hey! Alexis. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. I like that River Runner video. Becca. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? Stella. I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. Yeah, I'm gonna just straight on. I don't know if I can do both of those, so I'm gonna just go straight on to, I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me. Stella. Yeah, I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. Oh, hello, Six Card. Thanks for lurking. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts. Followed by another. Followed by another. Stella. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? Tabitha. It's not just you. Alexis. I really don't like that knocking. Becca. Calm down, Alexis. It's just mind sounds. Alexis. Did you see that? Becca. No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Alexis. Becca, I swear, I saw something. Becca. Shut up! There's nothing down here! Stop trying to scare me! Yeah, no, I actually do kind of feel this one. I can't believe they're making us do this. They better get grounded when this is all said and done. Tabitha. As much as I appreciate the sentiment, I hope you're wrong. If they get grounded, it means people found out about this. I hate dealing with parents. Stella. Look on the bright side, Rowan. If they didn't come down here, we'd have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked. Tabitha glares at Stella. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? Tabitha. Yes, I'm familiar with all the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber not too far from here where everything joins back up. Alright, we're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the youths. Their panicked arguing echoing down the pitch-black corridors. Alexis. Becca, we need to leave. This isn't fun anymore. Becca. This is plenty fun. I bet you're only saying that because you want to hang out with that dorky crush of yours. She's just an 8th grader. Oh, fair enough, Box Puppy. See you later. Hope if you do watch the VOD, hope you enjoy it, and hope you have a lovely time at your dad's. Alright, I'm gonna, when we get to the point where we've climbed down the ladder, I'm gonna pause, and even if anyone does chat, I'm gonna, like, not interrupt myself. I'm gonna go straight through because it's a really tense scene, so I like trying to keep it uninterrupted. Alexis. Becca, this isn't about Rosalina. I know you can hear that knocking. Tabitha. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. And it sounds like they're still down there. Stella. I've never been this far in. Tabitha. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its edge. Stella. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. Follow them down into the pit. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Stella. Hey, kids. Becca. Oh, great. The adults are here. Thanks, Alexis. Real nice. Alright, so I'm going to read these options because I think they're great options. I think I know the one I'm going to do, which is the one for Alexis, but Kenai gives you a whole bunch of cool options here. First is, Becca, is needing to feel like you're better than other people so important to you that it's worth being buried alive over? Or, do you have an actual death wish because I can see this place starting to collapse? Or, Becca, what are you doing? Or, and this is the one I'm about to choose, Alexis, you're so much braver than you think you are. You don't need to let Becca kick you around. Becca. Excuse you? Alexis. No, excuse you, Becca. I don't want to be down here. I don't want to hang out with you. I just want to leave, and I'm going to do that right now. Becca. Whatever. Ugh. This isn't fun anymore. Fine, we'll leave. Tabitha. Then do it. Leave. Now. Stella. Whoa, good job. As Becca and Alexis move towards the ladder, the black chamber before you draws your focus. Alright, here's the point where I'm gonna not hyper-focus, but, like, you know, well, sort of hyper-focus, and, like, not interrupt myself after this. But also, when we first see the flash, I'm gonna read really fast because the text always goes away before I can actually finish reading it. And for once, I'm gonna try to get through it all. As Becca and Alexis move towards the ladder, the black chamber before you draws your focus. The voices around you, those of teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. But you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. You find yourself stepping towards the black chamber before you, compelled by some unnatural force. Stella. Hey, are you alright, Rowan? Tabitha. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the passage. Stella. Rowan! Rowan, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out. Tabitha. I'm fine. Ugh. Stella. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm getting the kids out of here, and then I'm going to get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Keen eye. You can't help but notice that the timber struts around you are trembling, as if they were struck by invisible blows with each knock. They are all that stand between you and the many tons of rock over your head, and they suddenly seem terribly fragile. Tabitha. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? I had some sort of vision. Did you see it too? Tabitha. There's gotta be fumes or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. We probably just hallucinated. How can you be sure? Tabitha. Look, these kinds of things happen in mines sometimes, especially when there's bad ventilation. Stop being weird. We're leaving. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. Tabitha. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up that ladder. Climb like hell. Tabitha. This way, come on! Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who spent her entire life working in and around coal mines. Follow her. You push your body to move as quickly as it can, though you're slowed down by the cramped corridors and winding passageways of the mine. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. Push through. And there it is. Freedom. You and Tabitha manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Stella. Holy shit, you're okay! Thank God. Kanika. And everyone's accounted for. That was a surprisingly close call. All right. Well, it's nice that scene, you know, although there is a really tense scene in there, it is not as long as it is if you don't have Keen Eye. Because Keen Eye, as mentioned before, is the way to save everybody and nothing bad happens here. Becca. We could have died. We could have all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Alexis. Becca, shut up. Becca. What did you just say to me? Alexis. I said you should shut up. I'm sick of your toothpaste bullshit. They didn't almost get us killed down there. You did. And now you're trying to pass it off on whoever else you can. It's just the cherry on top of this whole shit show of a friendship. Becca. I'm really not in a good headspace for this conversation. I could have died in there. Why are you doing this to me? Alexis. No. Enough. No playing the victim this time. Being friends with Rosalina has made me realize how horrible you are to me. Friends aren't supposed to be mean to each other. Friends shouldn't be scared of each other. I never wanted to go into that stupid mine. It was your idea, and we could have died. If these grown-ups hadn't shown up, we could have been buried alive in that stupid little tunnel, drinking stupid strawberry margaritas in a can. Becca. Screw all of you! Rosalina. Should we go after her? Kanika. No, let her have her little tantrum. Did that feel good, Alexis? Finally telling her off? Alexis. Yeah, I guess. She's going to be so mad at me. She probably won't talk to me for a week. Maybe a month. Maybe the rest of my life. Rosalina. It's okay, Alexis. We don't need her. What do we do now? Kanika. Now I drive you two home. I've already texted your parents, and I'm sure they're worried sick about you. Rosalina and Alexis duck off to the side as an exhausted Tabitha approaches your group. Tabitha. I'm going to get my car, and then we're going home. Stella. Tabby. Tabitha leaves towards the active mine without another word, and you're afforded a quiet moment to catch up with Stella and Kanika. We sure dodged a bullet tonight, didn't we? Stella. Yeah, thank God you noticed them sneaking off. You were incredible down in the pit, too. Let's talk about ditchlings. Yeah, I'm gonna go right ahead and go to, not to be flippant, but that wasn't the end of our ditchling problem, right? Stella. I think you're right. We've still got a lot of unanswered questions, too. Even more than we had this morning, and we had a lot of questions this morning. Kanika. This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern. Right? There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. Kanika. Are you sure it wasn't just auto-suggestion? We talked about that mine a lot today. Stella. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Rowan and Tabby had, like, simultaneous seizures. Next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. Kanika. Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. Entities in the mines. I saw something down there. Like the shadows of dead miners. Okay, actually I'm gonna go through all of these options and think about it more. Or, I'm pretty sure Tabitha and I saw some ghosts down there. Did you not see them? Or, everything that happened down there was centered around that main chamber, where I saw that carving. Or, are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the slightly uncertain but still mostly believing in ghosts. I'm pretty sure Tabitha and I saw some ghosts down there. Did you not see them? They were right behind Stella just before you all left. Stella. Whoa, I didn't see anything other than you in that carving. That's super weird. Kanika. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in a dark abandoned coal mine. You might have just been primed to see things. Stella. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Kanika. Stella. Alright. Everything that happened down there centered around that main chamber, where I saw that carving. Kanika. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Stella. Maybe you weren't entirely off base about the cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but this thing felt old. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Stella. Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. Kanika. Silence. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mind collapses, I guess. Return. What happens now? Kanika. It looks like Tabitha's back. I'd better drive these kids home. Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. It's been a long day and I need it to be over. Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Rowan? Oof, that was not a good look on Stella's face. Tabitha. Excuse me? Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. See you tomorrow, guys! You can practically feel Tabitha roll her eyes as she drags you to the car. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts across the... Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what might lurk behind the tree line. Sorry about today. Tabitha. It's fine. Rowan. How are you holding up? Tabitha. I've been better. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? Tabitha. It was a different time in my life. I just wish that she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. At least everyone's okay. Tabitha. There are a lot of parents who should have kept tighter reins on their kids. I never got into any trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Pearl Ann to thank for it. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. Ugh, what am I telling you this for? Yeah, I do kind of want to say, whoa, are we bonding? But I think the more friendly, or the more Tabby-friendly option is, you can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you. There was a little more to that. And about Pearl Ann, for that matter. Tabitha. Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy to get into it right now, but I think I'd like that. I am going to agree. You're right. There are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. Tabitha. Exactly. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents, and clearly there are some parents who aren't ready. Take Oscar. There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive, and here he is having a kid at 19 and clearly letting her just do whatever the hell she wants. It's not fair. Kenai. Do you want kids? Tabitha. Lots of people want kids. Ride in silence. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. That said, that conversation went really well and is a very good indicator of that things between me and Tabitha are at a really good standing right now, and I am succeeding at being a good cousin. Yay. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Tabitha. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, but at least nobody got hurt. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. And for waiting for me. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs. Turn in. You head up to your room to turn in. Man, it's only been an hour. Gosh, it feels like longer. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Kanika sent a message to Stella and you. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. Stella, I saw them again too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. Kanika, WTF! These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. Stella, I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. Kanika, no way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall, and to the visions it imparted upon you. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. And here is the post-Chapter 2 foreshadowing. Yep, that's all gonna be relevant soon. And then that, we don't know if it's relevant, it's just ominous. This is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed if you dare. Alright, we're gonna save there. And I was thinking about it, and I think I'm actually going to end the stream here today. So it's gonna be a shorter stream. But I like the idea of being able to pick back up at the beginning of Chapter 3 for next time. So, I'm hoping to stream next Sunday, but I'm not going to 100% commit to it just because, I'm going to be out really late Saturday and don't know if I'll feel up to it, but, you know, we'll see. So very tentative Sunday stream. And other than that, my next, normally scheduled stream will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. for the next chapter of my Cinderella Phenomenon stream. Last week we didn't actually get to do Chapter 3 of Fritz's Root, so look forward to that this week, because last week I fell asleep. But this week I am gonna do the stream. It's gonna happen. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so thank you everyone who came out, and thank you for Box Puppy for hanging out, and for Six Card for lurking, and for anyone else who came in and was lurking during the stream, or anyone who's watching this later. I appreciate you all very, very much, and hope to see you again soon. Bye!